this week's cooking video, I'm going to do another one of my favourites, which is lamb's liver and onion. A lot of people turn their nose up at lamb's liver. It's actually a very, very healthy food for you. It's good for you. It's high in iron, high in zinc. Right, so a little bit of flour, plain flour, and obviously some liver. Need to lightly flour the liver. Right, once the liver's been dusted in flour, it's then fried off, just to brown it. You can put oil in the frying pan, you can put butter in the frying pan. Personally, I just leave the frying pan dry. Right, so it's all got a nice light coat of flour. The idea of the flour is it helps to thicken the gravy. When we're coming to make the gravy, you get a beautiful rich gravy with liver. Quite a large frying pan on a moderate heat. More heat. While that's cooking, we need to chop up a large onion. Chopped up fairly coarse. As I've said, you could put butter or oil in here. Right, that's now transferred into a casserole dish. Except the bit that went on the floor. Into the frying pan goes the onions. Right, the onions are now starting to cook and are absorbing all the flavours that were left in the pan from the liver. I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. A little bit of hot water just to help them cook. Into the onions, a good dash Worcester sauce. A goodly squirt of tomato puree. more water. Right, the onions have got nice and soft now. They go on top of the liver. Those are your mushrooms. Here you go. In there as well. You can clean the pan. This gets covered up into a preheated oven for about 45 minutes. Oven's at 180. While that's cooking, I'm going to prepare the vegetables, in this case potatoes. I'm going to make chips. That's actually potato and it's full of chips. Chips called the potatoes that don't come out of the bag in the freezer. I've mentioned before, bollocks man, this potato peeler is an excellent little device. So simple and it just does its job. Right, the potatoes are sliced. The easiest way to slice them is to cut the strip off and then cut them that way. You're aiming for roughly half an inch thick. Half an inch is the perfect chip. 5460, 490, that's just about half inch. Obviously half inch square. It's not that critical. But I found half inch square is the perfect size for the chips. There's a chip there. That one's slightly big. This one here, that is the perfect chip. Slightly more than half inch one way, but the chips I then put into some cold water just to wash some of the starch out of them. Because these are real chips, I'm going to cook them in a real chip pan. Ideally they should be cooked in dripping, but unfortunately the dripping makes the house stink, so I've been told. So I'm going to do them in vegetable oil. I'm going to make sure they're nice and dry, all the water off them. The oil's been preheated. You've got to be careful. You first put them in that the oil doesn't overflow. You never ever put a chip pan on and walk away and leave it. You must stop in the kitchen all the time and keep an eye on it. Right, while the chips are cooking, Have a little look at the casserole. Make sure I've still got plenty of liquid in. It needs a little bit more water in. I'm going to put a little bit of gravy salt in just to thicken the gravy. The gravy is already fairly thick because it has absorbed the flour that will cook the liver in. That looks pretty good. It will cover it up, put it back in the oven. Right, these chips are virtually cooked now, but they're a little bit anemic looking. We want them nice and brown. The way to do it is take them out of the oil, let them rest, and let the oil heat up once again. Right, that's been about 2 minutes now. Right, these chips are starting to go brown. I'm going to do it once more, let them rest, let the oil warm up and put them back in again. Right, that's the chips cooked. You can see they're a lovely golden brown colour. Make sure we'll get plenty of the nice rich gravy. Once again, it's time to say thanks very much for watching, thanks for subscribing, and bon appetit, bonny lad. That's just lovely, really nice and tender. Oh.